The only way to get to God is by surrendering to God. And that means releasing and letting go. And that's where you find out where you're attaching to, though. That's what I mean. But that's where you're clenched up at, where within yourself that you can feel, that you can sense is tightened up. That means you're attached to it. You're grabbing onto it in some way. Because if you relax it, if you let it go, and you surrender it. But to surrender to God is also, admitting, like, I respect you and your choices are, your sight better than mine. And so I'm just going to let it go and give it to you. Same with giving it up to any other deity, entity. Good one, good one. Energy, higher energy, vibrational energy. That's what you want to work with. That's the way. Also, because God's the highest vibration, and that's what I mean. We are capable of being in a third dimension and up, of being God in this dimension and up, and yeah, an expression of God. But because we're all our own expression of God. But to get to Him within us, to let Him express through, you have to let it go. You got to let everything go. You do, and the more you can, though. And we're a conditioned species, so you got to repeat it. You got to repeat it. You got to get yourself into that, because we're in the moment. But we're also that's what's cool about us. We can be in the moment, and at the same time think about the future, like with our choices and what we can see, and base it on the experience that we have from the past in this moment. That's pretty freaking cool, dude. And so surrendering and just letting it all that any the future's gonna happen regardless. The past already did, so just stay right here and then let everything go that makes you want to be there. Yeah. And so when you do that, though, you respect God enough and you trust God. You trust God, and He can come in and He'll rock it. Like it just gets stronger, it gets better, it gets the vibration becomes, you integrate, and the vibration goes higher. And but you have to progressively go up, and that's what makes God cool too. You know what I mean? Is that it's just not one way. It's not one. It's not how we've been conditioned into believing what it's been. It doesn't have to be that anymore, because that's not the way it actually works. So yeah. But yeah, surrender. Yeah, it's a beautiful journey. I'm not joking. It's a fucking beautiful journey. My life is not perfect. No, that's what makes it so beautiful, though, is the shadow side, is, the depth of yourself. What you're like, where, like, Butters said it in South Park. When I was 18, I watched this episode, and he said, at the end of the episode, he said, he got his heart broken, and he was like, but I wouldn't know this much pain if I didn't know that much love. And I was like, boom. And I was like 18 when he said it, and I was like, holy shit, that shit like stayed with me. Because it's true, because it makes the depth of you of being able to own that and be both, but choose light, because this light still, it's a higher vibration. We're going on a vertical scale instead of a horizontal one. So yeah, surrender to God. That's what I'm trying. That's my thing right now. That's what I'm called to do, is just have faith and trust and let it go, because I'm not supposed to be holding on to anything in front of me, and I'm not supposed to be holding on to anything behind me. And so, like, and just let it go. And it's really, really, a really relieving feeling. Actually, it is, but it's hard to maintain. And we're coming out of being the opposite of that, but we can do it. We can do it. All of us. Everyone has the potential. If I can do it, you can do it. I believe this. I believe I was set here to be that, to let people know that if I can do it, you can do it. It's, and vice versa. Like, there's so many things out there to learn. Like, I love it. That's why you can't be jealous, because then you won't want to learn whatever that person has to offer to teach you. Because that's where jealousy comes from, is from wanting a characteristic that somebody else has attained, but you have it within you, so you get mad at them for them attaining it, even though it's within you. That's the only reason. It's actually, it's if you just look at it with curiosity instead and be like, I don't know that, like, and I want to know that, like, I don't, that's not how I do it, so, and you do it like that, well, cool. It makes you grow. Anyway, surrender to God.